Hey guys, Linda here. Welcome back to Adora. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Happy May. Sorry I didn't get to post Wednesday. I got busy and I didn't get to post, so I was like, let me make sure I get a video up before this week is out. Coming to you with my April wrap up. I didn't read too many books in April. Yeah. I guess I read myself out after I read the Gaslight Mystery, some of the Gaslight Mystery series. I just read right through those books and then, yeah, I slowed down. I did finish this. Here's to Protect by Sharon C. Cooper. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3.5 star. On Goodreads, I rated it as a 4 because, on Goodreads, they don't have like where you can put a 3.5 or something like that. I think I put 3.5 in my little synopsis that I gave. Like I always say, I'm not good at synopsis. So I wrote a little something, something concerning this book. And I did say that I did enjoy it, even though it took me a while to read it. This wasn't one of those books that you pick up, you start reading it, and you're so interested you can keep on reading it. Once I started reading, I was interested, but then if I put it down, there was no urgency for me to go back and pick it up, so I had to make myself go back and pick it up. But once I started reading it, I was into it, so I kind of forced myself to not put it back down, to go ahead and finish it, and I did finish it. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I gave it a 3.5 star. This is on Connie Shaw and Trace Halstead. They had a they work at the same they work at a security firm. She's like the manager there, and her friends owns the firm. And what his name is, Trace worked there as a they hire like celebrities hire their firm to send men or women over to protect whoever they are hired out to protect, like mostly superstars or whoever need protection. Is their job to go and protect that person, and that's what Trace does. And him and Connie had a little one night stand, but it didn't go anywhere because Connie, she done been burnt before, and she didn't want to have a relationship. So, but Trace just biding his time to because he really likes her and he wants to get to know her, so he just biding his time. But when Connie goes to a bank and to deposit some money, and the bank get robbed, he decides to, he's gonna protect her or anything, because he think one of the guys, because she was able to kind of like recognize one of the guys, kind of. He had some, how some people have some pretty eyes or something. And I guess the guy kind of like removed his mask a little bit when he was leaving the bank, and she saw his eyes, and she said he had some kind of like funny eyes, some outstanding eyes on this guy. And the guy looked right at her and she looked right at him. So Trace kind of think maybe this guy might try to come and do something to her. So Trace, I'm calling him Trace. I guess his name is Trace. Trace. I'm pronouncing that right, Trace. He figures that, okay, I'm gonna protect her, and also maybe I can let her know, get in there somewhere to change her mind about them having a relationship, and it goes from there. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it if you like reading Harlequin romantic suspense. There wasn't too much sexual content. It was just a little bit, mostly behind closed doors, a little bit. It didn't get descriptive or anything. So if you like Harlequin romantic suspense, I would recommend it. I like Sharon C. Cooper writing. So if I ever have another book here that I purchased by her, I will read it. But as far as me buying any more, I won't be buying any more, picking up any more of these Harlequin romantic suspense. They're okay. It's just that I think I mentioned on here, if I don't really, really want to read the book, I'm not going to purchase it, because I had to kind of force myself to finish this because I enjoyed it, but it wasn't enough to make me want to keep going back or not put it down, because I should have finished this in one day, because it's only like 282 pages. I should have finished this in one day, but no, it didn't work out like that. But what I did read of it, I enjoyed it. I would recommend it. Here's to Protect by Sharon C. Cooper. And like I always say, what I like in a book, it might not be what you like in a book, and you might really enjoy this. You might read this and consider it, read it and think that it's great, and just read on through it and right away and don't put it down. But to me, it took me a while to complete it, but I did finish it. Here's to Protect by Sharon C. Cooper. And I also read one more book. This book I was looking forward to is by Whitney G. I was really, really looking forward to this book. This was one of my what they call it, one of the books that you can't wait to read. You're looking forward to it. Can't wait for it to come out. I can't remember nothing. I'm getting old, people. Can't remember nothing. Oh, let's see what this is. If I can find it. I'm looking on my iPad right now. I'm trying to pull it up. Here it is. It was called, it's called 50, I can't even pronounce, Filthy Lawyer by Whitney G. Now, I was looking forward to this when she mentioned that she was coming out with this book because I read her other book. Let me go find that. Reasonable Doubt. I read Reasonable Doubt a long time ago. And I read it on Kindle, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I went ahead and purchased the book. I think she wrote it like in those installments, like she would write an installment, and she would do another installment. You had to wait, but I didn't read it then. I only read it when she had finished it, and then she did a complete book of it because it said a full series. So if you get this, you have to make sure you look for the full series because this book is in installments. So make sure you're getting the full series. So I went and purchased the whole book, the full series, because I really, really enjoyed it. And this was on a lawyer. So I guess she got a lot of people enjoyed this book. So I guess she decided to do a series. Going to do a series on it. And this is book 1 in the series. I guess, or you can say it's book 2, but I'm really thinking that it's book 1 because this is going to start the series. But it's also dealing with, a different couple. But the guy who was in Unreasonable Doubt, I think was it called Unreasonable Doubt? I can't remember nothing. Reasonable Doubt, not unreasonable. I don't know where I got unreasonable from. It's Reasonable Doubt. The guy who was in Reasonable Doubt, he started his own firm because he was working for a firm. Now he started his own firm, and I guess it's going to be all the lawyers working in his firm, if I can pronounce firm. It's going to be about the guys working in his firm, I guess. And this is going to be book 1 in this series and this book is called Filthy Lawyer. And I was so disappointed in this book, guys. I was very disappointed. This book, after all I have been anticipating, that's what I want to say, anticipated read. I went ahead and she did a pre-order. I went ahead and pre-ordered this because I knew it was going to be good. But guys, I was disappointed. This book, I don't know if, because I think she missed the deadline for her first pre-order. And it looked like she just threw this book together just to get it out there because I was reading this and some stuff didn't make, I had to go back a couple of times like, what? This was a disappointed read for me. And it's on a lawyer, and it had a good premise because it started out with the lawyer and the main female, the main female character runs into his car, and she get out and talk to him and stuff, but she's running late because she is late for a interview. And of course, she interviewing at his firm. And she's talking to him, what can she do? Because she's trying to get out of it. But they keep going back, and she was like, I'm late for an appointment. She just take off. She leave the scene of the crime. She leave the accident because she's late for her appointment. And he was like, what the? It started off good. It was a good premise. It was a lot of telling and not showing because it was something that happened, and it was just her telling. And I was like, where did this happen? And then she would go to describe something, and I was like, what? And then I would have to go back and did I miss something? And no, this book was just all over the place. This book just did not do it for me. I gave this a 3. I don't go, my rating, I don't go lower than a 3 if I don't enjoy the book. I don't go lower than, I just gave it a 3 because I was like, did the same person write Reasonable Doubt, write this book? I was like, what? I was like, why? I just didn't understand. I was so disappointed. I was really, really disappointed. And I was like, do I actually want to go and read the next book in this series? I don't know. And this is the Firm series. And the guy from Reasonable Doubt, he's also in here. He got a couple of cameos in here. And in one chapter, the main guy is talking to someone. And I was like, I was like, who is he talking to? Because she never did put the name in there who he was talking to. And then I figured it out. He was talking to the guy from the Reasonable Doubt. He was talking to his partner because they're partners in this law firm. And I was like, I can go on and on. Yeah, just read. If you like Whitney G, just read at your own risk. You might like it better than I did because I did not. It was a lot of inconsistencies in this book that I did not like. And it had a good premise. It had a good secret at the end because something's going to happen at the end. You were like, you didn't see that coming. So, yeah, I gave this book a 3. I have to put this on Goodread too. I'm going to go on Goodread and put this on there because I only read these 2 books in April. I know I was stumbling and fumbling over my words, but yeah, I gave this a 3.5 and I gave this a 3. And this is Filthy Lawyer by Whitney G. Yeah, disappointed. And I did up a little cup here to pull out some books. The next book I'm going to read, is, I'm reading on now. Let me show that to you. Let's see here. Get out of here. I'm reading on Learn Your Lesson by Kandi Steiner. I think I mentioned in my last video that I wanted to read this book. So I have downloaded it on Kindle Unlimited. So I just downloaded it. And it's going okay so far. This is another one. It's not catching my interest right from the jump. So I'm able to put it down, and I have to force myself to go back and read it. But once I start reading it, it's okay. But this book didn't grip my attention for me to just, because I should have been finished with this. And it's going back and forth, but I'm going to finish it. It's kind of slow right now, but I'm going to finish it. Hopefully it'll pick up where I can continue to read it. Because like I said, if I put it down, I don't go right back to it. It's not a Gaslight mystery, because those books right there, I couldn't put those down. But I'm reading on this, Learn Your Lesson by Kandi Steiner. And this was not on my TBR. It just came out, so I wanted to read it. So I'm reading on this. And this is book number 3 in the King of Ice series. Book number 3. And I'm also going to read, this book is on my TBR. I'm also going to read Amanda Bouchet, Starbreaker. This is book number 2 in the, let's see what series this is. I think this is the Starbreaker. I forgot what this series is, but I'll put it down below what series this is. But this is book number 2 in this series. Oh, in the Nightchaser series. This is book number 2. And I did enjoy book number 1. I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. I either gave it a 4 or 4.5 stars, but I really enjoyed it. So I ordered book number 2. So I will be reading this next for this month. I'm just going to show you the books I'm going to read. Hopefully I can get through all of these. I hope I can read all of these like I read those books that I was in the Gaslight Mystery Series. I flew through those books. So hopefully I can fly through these books. Yeah. It's not going so good so far, but hopefully it'll pick up. So hopefully I'll get to this month. Also, yeah, guys, I know I've been talking about the Gaslight Mystery a lot. So I wasn't going to go and order any more books because it's 26 or 27 books in that series, and I've only read 12. But I had to know what's going on with Frank and Sarah. So I put some books on order at the library, and they come in, and I only got 5 books this time. I didn't go overboard. I got 5 books. So I'm going to slowly get them at 5 books. Each time I finish some, I go back and get 5 more. And I am reading on this, Murder on Sisters Row. Look, I couldn't hardly put this down. Guys, that's why I was like, I'm not going to read any book that I can't put down. If I can put that book down, I don't need to be reading it. So I'm reading this one, Murder on Sisters Row, and here's where I'm at. I'm on page, let's see what page I'm on. Page 175. And how many pages in this book? It's 289 pages, and I'm already on page 175. Guys, I'm flying through this book. Murder on Sisters Row, and this is book number 13. So I read 12 books out of the series already, so this is book number 13. And then I got book number 14, Murder on Fifth Avenue. Book number 15, Murder in Chelsea. And these are all in the Gaslight Mystery Series by Victoria Thompson. I've mentioned that. Go back and see some of my other videos. I'm not going to talk about it on here, but I've mentioned that I'm really enjoying this series. So I'm going through them. I'm reading through them very quickly. This is, like I said, this is book number 15. Book number 16, Murder in Murray Hill. And book number 17, Murder on Amsterdam Avenue. So these are the next 5 books I'm going to read in the series. I'm going to try not to read all of them at one time because I want to mix some of my TBR, because I'm off my TBR reading these books. So I want to mix some of my TBR in with these. I don't know how they're going to work because I be into Frank and Sarah. So I don't know how they're going to work with these Gaslight Mysteries. Hopefully I can read, like I said, I want to get to this book, and I also want to finish up that Kandi Steiner book. So I am going to finish, before I go back to Kandi Steiner, I am going to finish Murder on Sisters Row. I am going to finish this up. Because I'll finish this before the day is out. And then I'm going to try to go back and finish Kandi Steiner's book. Yeah, here it is. Learn Your Lesson, Kings of the Ice series, book number 3. Hopefully I can get that finished. So when I finish this, I'm going to try to finish this up, and then I'm going to try to finish this up. Hopefully. And also, I'm going to go to the books I had on my TBR, I put them in this jar because I couldn't decide what I want to read. So I put them in this little cup here. And I'm going to pull out 2 more books. I'm not going to pull out a whole bunch because, yeah, I won't even get to them. I'm just going to pull out 2 that I'll add to this for April. And this is Follow Me Dockley by Helen Hurt. Let me get that. I'm going to give this a try. Have any of you read this? This is in a series, but I only bought the first book because I've read Helen Hurt before, and yeah, I think I DNF one of her books. So I didn't buy this whole series because usually I'd be going and buying the whole series, but I was like, nope, you better read this first and see do you like it. Because some of her sexual content was going over the top. It was too much for me. I don't mind my books having sexual content, but sometimes it's just too much. And then sometimes I like alpha male. Then sometimes her alpha male was kind of over the top. He was getting on my nerve. So I'm going to give this one a try. I keep my fingers crossed that I enjoy it. So I'm going to read this one. And then I got one more here. Let's see what this is. Let's see what we got here. Ecstasy Triumph by Eugenie Riley. So let me get that one. It's a historical. Yay! I'm going to give Eugenie Riley a try. I've enjoyed her books before. I've read other books of her historicals, and I really enjoyed them. So I hope this is really great. Ecstasy's Triumph by Eugenie Riley. So that's all I have for now. These are the books I'm going to try to finish in April, keeping my fingers crossed. And hopefully I'll probably finish these 5 books from Victoria Thompson with the Gaslight Mystery. Also in April, I'm going to try to finish all these books. So this, how many books? 3, 5. So I got 9 books here that I'm going to try to finish in April. Fingers crossed. But that's all I have for now. Until next time, keep reading those romances, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.